Hello beautiful people, this is Anita, the jewelry and accessory designer for the brand Anita Quansah London. So today I've come to share with you another creative project that you can do yourself in the comfort of your home. So today I'll be sharing with you how to make this lovely pair of turquoise dangle earrings. This earrings is incredibly lightweight, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's one of those pairs that will complement any skin tone. So I look forward to going on this amazing creative journey with you. I'm going to introduce you to the kits, to the tools and the findings and the beads that we're going to need to make this amazing piece of wearable art, if I do say so myself, because once you make it, you're going to feel fabulous and you're going to be so proud of yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to talk you through the kits, the tools that we're going to need. So we'll be needing a side cutter plier, side cutters. We'll be needing round nose plier. We'll be needing flat nose plier. And I also like to use a bent nose plier. I use my bent nose plier and my flat nose plier when I'm opening and closing my jump ring. We'll also be needing ruler for measuring out our wire. And we'll also be using a 21 gauge wire. And then we'll also be using 4 eye pins. I'm using about 50 mm in length eye pin. We'll also be using 2 long ball wire, 4 jump rings, 4 mm jump rings, and then 2 bead tassel and bead caps. And then I've got my spacer beads. So this is maybe about 6 mm in size spacer beads. So we'll be needing for the spacer bead, we'll need about, how many? Well, bear with me, we'll be needing, I think, 2, 4, 6. So we'll be needing 12 of those, 12 of the spacer beads. And then we'll be needing 2 of the of this turquoise nugget bead gemstone. So this is about 26 by 7 mm in size. I will also be needing a 4 turquoise spindle. So the turquoise spindle has like a hole on both sides, and it has more of this kind of pointy look to it. So we'll be needing 4 of those. The size we need is about 26 by 7 mm. And we'll also be needing this 10 turquoise gold metal and lace beads. This is really beautiful. It's 9 by 13 mm in size. It's got this lovely engraved gold detailing on it. It looks quite antiqued, but it's going to add that kind of old feel element to our design. Okay, and then I've got my 8. We're going to be needing 8 2 mm round turquoise gemstones. And then I've got this beautiful 4 Tibetan style pine cone. This is about 4 mm in size. It's got holes on both sides. It looks like a pine cone. Look at that. It reminds me so much of fall. And then we'll also be needing 4 leaf charms beads, antique style beads. This also has holes on both sides, and this will add that kind of fall wintry feel to the earrings as well. So that's what we need. Without further ado, we're going to start designing our beautiful earrings. So we'll also be needing 2, 4, 6. We'll also be needing 6 2.2 mm seed beads as well. I don't know whether you can see. Let me move there so you can see that. Like seed, I've chosen a blue colored seed beads. So we'll be needing 6 of those as well. Okay. So I'm just going to move everything out of the way. And then we are going to start making our earrings. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping. Okay, so I'm just going to measure out the length of my wire. Okay, so of course you can use any colored wire as you wish. I'm just going for a silvery tone based design for my earrings. So I'm just going to measure out using my ruler. I'm going to place my wire, a 21 gauge wire, and then I'm gonna put it here. Okay, so maybe measure out about 28 centimeters in length. So I'm going to now cut my 27 centimeters. I'm going to place that to one side. And then once I have my wire, I'm going to straighten it out. Okay, straighten out my wire. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my round nose plier. I'm going to hold the tip of my, not the tip of my wire, so about this length here. Okay, we're going to do wire wrapping. So I'm just going to bend my wire into a 90-degree angle like so. I'm going to use my hand here. I'm going to place my wire just above my round nose plier. I'm going to take my round nose plier out. You see, as you can see here, I've placed my wire at this point here because I don't want to form too much of a bigger loop. If you want a bigger loop, obviously you can now adjust. You can move your wire further down or further to the front according to how you want it, but I want my wire to be like this. If you work with a particular loop all the time, what you can also do is you can use a marker and mark the area where you loop all the time. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm just gonna bend it over like so, take this shorter wire, I'm gonna now wrap it round. Okay, wrap it round. I can use my finger to do this, or you can use your flat nose plier to do that. So I'm just gonna wrap my wire around. Okay, so once I've wrapped it around, I'm going to take my flat nose plier, I'm gonna straighten up my loop. So you see this extra wire here that's coming out, I'm just gonna trim it. So I'll trim it off like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take my flat nose plier, I'm going to flatten that wire down. Okay, so once I flatten it down, it looks like this. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide through my seed bead onto my wire, and then I'm going to slide one of my spacer beads through my wire like so, and then I'm going to now slide my beads down. Okay, all right, okay, and then I'm going to put another one here. So we're sliding so it looks like that. All right, and then I'm going to slide one of my turquoise nugget. Okay, so I'm just going to use one with it's important that you choose a nugget that obviously the one that has a bigger hole for me, because yeah, so I'm just going to create a hole and push that through. Okay, that's good. All right, and then I'm going to push that out, and then I'm going to pass my spacer beads, and then my bead, spacer bead again, and then my bead, and then my spacer bead, and then I finish off with my seed bead. Okay, so it looks like that. All right, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to again place my plier just above my seed bead like so, and I'm going to bend my wire into a 90-degree, kind of that way, to that angle like so. I'm going to take my hand again, repeating what we did from the beginning, bend it, wrap it around my round nose plier, take out my plier, place it through like this, and I'm going to now wrap my wire round on top of my bead. Okay, and then with this wire here, this longer wire here, I'm gonna go ahead and trim it off. Save this wire because we're gonna use it. And I'm gonna use my flat nose plier again and pinch that the tiny, you know where we cut off the wire, just make sure that it's flattened so that it doesn't pinch around the ear. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm going to make sure that both of my loops are facing the right direction. So I'm going to face it up using my flat nose place, so it should look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bend my wire. Okay, here again I'm going to twist my loop so that both of them are facing each other like so. Okay, then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to now take my wire that I cut, my cut wire like this. I'm going to now pass it through here like so. All right, through the loops like that, from this side to this side like that. I'm going to I'll bend my loop my wires. So it's like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my tassel end cap, I'm going to place it over my through like that. Okay, place it through and then pull this one tightly, and I'm going to take one of my beads, I'm going to slide it through, okay, like so. All right, and then I'm going to slide one of my seed bead through the two wires. Okay, so it's important when you're using your seed bead, use a seed bead that is got a thicker, much wider hole. So I'm just gonna try and slide both of them like that through it. Sorry. Okay. All right, so I'm just twisting it. Hang on. Okay. So I'm just gonna fit both of them because normally it should fit in. Okay, so I just have to keep twisting till it goes in. Okay, just keep sliding. As you're doing this point, be very careful because obviously you don't want the wire to break your finger. Okay, so I'm just gonna slide it down. Okay, so always go for a seed bead that has like a much bigger hole, because obviously we had to slide the two wires through. So once it's done, it's like that. Okay, I'm just gonna, then what I'm going to do next is I'm gonna take my wire, my round nose plier, I'm gonna place the wire just above my bead like this. I'm gonna bend it again into into this angle like so. Okay, and then taking both of my wire again, I'm gonna wrap it round. Okay, like that. So I'm just gonna wrap it round my bead, on top of my bead. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is this wire here, shorter wire, I'm gonna trim it off. And then again, using my flat nose plier, without squashing the seed bead, I'm going to flatten the wires. And I'm going to use my plier. I'm going to turn my wire. So we're making kind of like a messy wrap. Wire wrap there. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so once we've done that, it's going to, yeah. All right. So it looks like that once we've wrapped it round. And you can see the loop there. Okay, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and measure out about maybe, let's say, about 11 centimeters of my wire. All right, so I'm just going to measure out 11 centimeters of the wire. So once I get my cut wire like so, and then I'm going to now make a loop. So I'm just gonna use my round nose plier, bend it over like so, all right? Using my finger, wrap it round like that, okay? And then we'll switch my hands again, pull it close, and then I'm gonna trim off this wire here, okay? Just be careful you don't trim the main wire, okay? And then I'm going to now bring the loop together. So once we've done that, you've got this loop here like that, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass my wire through the hole, all right? So I'm just going to find the hole. So make sure that when your nugget, the hole has to be big enough, because we're going to now slide, okay, my wire through here. So wiggle it out, you see, passing it through the nugget here. So really, the hole on your nugget should be able to fit 2 wires. So the first wire here and the second wire, which we've just inserted here. So I'm just gonna push that out. And then with this wire here, I'm gonna use my flat nose plier. I'm gonna bend it like that, okay? And then what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna now place my round nose plier on top of my turquoise nugget, I'm gonna bend it into that angle like so, okay? And then I'm now gonna place my plier here like that. I'm gonna use this finger, wrap it round like so, okay? And then push it around again, wrap it like that, just to create the loop. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna now snip off this longer wire. Again, when you're trimming, please be careful. You don't want it to get into your eyes. So I'm just gonna use my flat nose plier. I'm gonna close the loop, and then I'm gonna bend the loop. So be resting just flat against the nugget like that, okay? So you can even use 2 hands to push it together. So it should both look like that. Let me straighten it out here like that. Yeah, they both look like this. So you've got that loop there, and you've got that loop there as well. All right, then that's what it looks like. So we're just gonna go ahead next and now thread our jump ring. So open up our jump ring. So to open up the jump ring, I use my flat nose plier and my bent nose plier. I'm gonna twist it open like so. So I'm gonna loop 2, just put 1 here, and then I'm gonna now twist it again, close. Okay, make sure you twist it together until both ends of the wire meet together in the middle. Okay, just have to keep twisting it till they both meet in the middle, like so. Like that. All right, so once I'm happy with that, okay, the first one done, I'm gonna open up a second jump ring. Okay, so pick my jump ring up with my flat nose plier. I'm gonna twist it open. I'll insert it through my spindle, turquoise spindle, and then I'm going to now close it again like so. Okay, so I've got 2 of my spindles on my with the jump ring around them. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead now and open the loop on my eye pin. So just open the loop like so, insert my spindle, insert the jump ring through the loop on the eye pin, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it close, or you can pinch it close, or you can just twist it into position just to close it like we do with the jump ring. Okay, so once that closes, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing for the other one, the second one. So I'm just going to twist it open like so, hook, link the jump ring, and then we're going to now twist it close. All right, so I've got 2 of my spindles on the eye pin. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is I'm going to thread one of my 2mm turquoise through my eye pin, and then I'm going to put one of the leaf beads like so, and then I'm going to put one of the turquoise onto my eye pin. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of the pine cones charm onto my eye pin like so. All right, then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to now using my round nose plier, I'm going to bend my wire like so. Okay, placing my wire like this, I'm going to use my finger, just wrap it round my wire around my round nose plier, bring it out again, and then wrap like that, cross it over, and then I'm going to use my side cutter. I'm going to now trim off. Okay, but before I completely close, I'm just going to open it up a little bit like so. Okay, let me straighten up my wire actually, because I need it to be straight with my flat nose plier. So I'm going to open up the loop a little bit, and then I'm going to insert this open loop on my eye pin through this loop near the turquoise nugget, and I'm going to twist or push my wires to close. So we've linked it like so, like that. Okay, and then we're going to repeat the same thing for the other side. I'm going to take one of my turquoise, round turquoise. I'm going to insert my bead, my leaf charm, my leaf bead. Let's get one. Okay, my leaf charm like so, and I'm going to insert another turquoise and I'm gonna put one of my pine cones on top like that. Okay, again repeating what we did before, placing your plier just above the pine cone, and then using my hand, and I'm gonna wrap it around my round nose plier. Take out my plier, reset it back again, push it back down a bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna trim off that wire like so. Okay, I'm gonna straighten up my eye pin, and then again before closing it, I'm gonna now link my jump ring, my eye pin, sorry, my open eye pin through the loop on the nugget, and then again I'm gonna now twist it using my flat nose plier. I'm gonna close it. All right, so, and then we've got our this earrings done, the tassel done. And then for our ear wire, the long bow ear wire, I'm gonna go ahead and just twist my wire open like so, and then I'm going to loop it, twist it up. I'm gonna loop it just in between in the loop of my long bow wire. Gonna use my my flat nose plier again. I'm gonna twist it close. So once you're done, that's what your earring looks like, as you can see. All right, so it's a fun pair of earrings that again is so relatively quick to make. So you can repeat the same process again for the opposite side of the earrings, and you've got your pair of earrings like so. So this is what it looks like, a beautiful pair of turquoise earrings. Let me line this up for you to see. So again, you can use different turquoise colors if you wish. I really like the combination of the antiqued gold. I'm trying to make it to look very antiqued. So using the beads that has this gold and lace detailing fused together with the natural turquoise, and obviously with all the charm beads that reminds me of fall. We've got the pine cone, we've got the leaves that reminds me of autumn. So this is such a lovely pair to design and to wear with your warm colors, you know, the jumpers and the warm browns and the warm rich reds and the mustard yellow, you know, the colors that reminds you of autumnal colors. So you can wear this obviously like it's seasonless. You can wear this during all, you know, for autumn, fall, you know, winter, spring, summer. So they are really fun, and they're incredibly lightweight as well. So if you're a fan of a dangly statement earrings, this is a pair that you can design for yourself. It's such an amazing experience designing this with you, and I look forward to seeing your amazing creations. The most important thing is to have fun creating what you love. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to comment. I look forward to reading your comments, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful creations. Have the most amazing day. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.